Not all of us are lucky enough to be able to play in the Little League World Series, but I can't tell you how many different dads I've talked to who said their dream is just to bring their kids here to Williamsport. Well, that's a trip that you can't make that often, maybe only once. So you want to make sure that you see everything there is to see here in Williamsport. Well, today we're going to take you around and we're going to show you a couple of spots that you don't want to miss. So stay tuned. It's the Williamsport edition of Clubhouse Gas. What better place to start the tour of Williamsport than at the home of Little League Baseball? We're standing on the original site. We're very close to the original Little League field, and we're joined by our friend Bill Bear. Mr. Bear, hey. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure to be with you today.
How long have you been involved with kids playing baseball?
Well, I started playing, in 1939, the first game, June the 6th, and I've been in and out of it since then.
All right, and what do you do now? What is your capacity here in this building?
Well, to be a guide when we have open house during the World Series, tell the people about the gentleman Carl Stutz, who was the founder of Little League Baseball, what he has done and what he has saved and preserved for the museum.
We are here in the original scorer's booth for Little League Baseball. Mac McCloskey was the original scorekeeper, over 1,300 consecutive games. And me being a sports fan that I am, I'm a huge history buff. One of the coolest pieces of sports paraphernalia I've ever seen is the Little League score sheet, where it looks like in the third inning, the game was called. Why was the game called? Thunderstorm? Nah. Lightning? Nah. Snow? Kids had to go home because it was getting dark and there were no lights back then? Nah. Game was called because the Japanese had accepted the terms of surrender from the Americans, and it ended World War II. And if you look on the scorecard, you can see, instead of writing called on account of rain, it says called on account of World War II is over. Let's have a big party. That's just pure living history, folks. Well, if you've come to Williamsport for the Little League World Series, you're obviously baseball fans. That being the case, why don't you come up the road just a little bit to historic Bowman Field? It's home to the Williamsport Crosscutters, part of the Phillies organization, and it was built in 1926. It's considered the second oldest minor league ballpark in the country. We're going to go inside now and have a look around. They've kind of given us free rein. We're here at historic Bowman Field. We're part of the Phillies organization, and if I keep doing such a bad job on Clubhouse Gas, I may need a new job. So I was thinking, while we're here, we got these fine folks from the organization with us. I might as well try out for the Philly Fanatic job. I'm on the field, I got the belly, I think the dance goes a little something like this. So y'all send all your letters to the Phillies organization. Tell them that Casey is going to be the Philly Fanatic. We've continued our journey around Williamsport, and I have found a hidden treasure, the Dixie Baseball Card Shop. It's like a little piece of heaven. If you've got 5 minutes to kill or 5 hours, you can do it in here. You're a pen collector, they've got any pen you can want, comic books, posters, They've even got action figures and tons of baseball cards. Mickey Mantle, Roberto Clemente, you name it, they've got it right here. This is one of those places, dads, just like when you go to the field and you walk in there and all of a sudden you're not 55 anymore, you feel 12. This is that kind of place. As soon as you walk in here, you feel 12. And it's the Dixie Baseball Card Shop.
Welcome to Dixie.
And these fine folks will take care of you.
He don't say nothing, but he must.
As you travel around Williamsport looking for something a little different to do to get away from the baseball, how about coming down to the river and checking out the Hiawatha River Paddle Boat, right, Captain Todd?
Paddle wheel riverboat.
Paddle wheel riverboat. Now, I'm just a good old boy from Georgia, so I'm going to let you tell me the name of this river.
This is the west branch of the Susquehanna River.
The Susquehanna River. How do you spell that? Spell it. Go.
Oh, geez.
G-E-E-Z. That's how you spell G. I got it. I'm the winner. All right, how can they find out more information?
You can stop by our website. It's www.ridehiawatha.com. Or you can call River Valley Transit in Hiawatha. The number is 570-326-2500.
And Hiawatha is HIAWATHA.com, right?
Correct.
All right, so it's the Hiawatha River Paddle Boat Cruise. Is that correct?
Paddle wheel riverboat.
Something like that. And it's right here. And is this considered Williamsport?
This is Williamsport.
It's right here in Williamsport.
Susquehanna State Park.
In the Susquehanna State Park.
He don't say nothing, but he must know something for old man River. He just keeps rolling along.
You know me. You know we can't do a tour of Williamsport without the big guy finding something to eat. Well, one of my buddies, who I'm really good friends with, lives in Atlanta now. He grew up in Williamsport, and he said, you can't come to Williamsport without eating at Joey's. So we're at Joey's now. We're going to get one of their famous cheesesteaks. All right, and Rihanna, what are you going to do for me?
Put a mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, and our hot peppers on the cheesesteak, and then Jean's going to put the cheesesteak and the fried onions on it, and then it'll be ready to go.
All right, Jean, what are you doing, baby?
Oh, man, hammering out some cheesesteaks.
You're going to take good care of me, right?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
My buddy says you guys know how to do it right.
That's correct. We know how to do it here at Joey's place.
So we got steak, onions, and a lot of love.
That's correct. A lot of love.
We got some provolone. Is that provolone?
Provolone, that's correct.
There's a lot of, is it provolone? Is it whiz? What should you go? What do you prefer?
Provolone.
You're a provolone man. Let me get out of the way here.
This is a Joey's cheesesteak, and it doesn't get any better than that.
All right, so bring your crew over here to Joey's in Williamsport. That's one sandwich. That's the large right there. Let's take a bite and see what we think. Gene, you're my hero, dude. That is awesome. So we're going to eat 3 or 4 of these, and we'll see you in a minute. The kids love going to the movies, and so do the parents. And here at the Port Drive-In Theater, that's right, a legitimate drive-in movie theater with 2 screens showing new movies. They got the Bourne Identity showing, Superdog, Underdog, whatever that movie's called, showing new movies. And these folks have been kind enough to let us look around. We're going to kind of look around here, and then we're going to go watch a movie. This is my friend Darlene. She works the concession stand here. Darlene, thank you so much for helping us out. I'm going to give you a Clubhouse Gas T-shirt to thank you because you've been so great for us. I know you guys are busy.
Well, now, because of Little League, you trade something. You gave me a shirt. I want to give you something.
You going to give me popcorn? Because I can always eat.
Here, I'll give you one of these pins. Oh. This is our new pin we got this year.
This is my first ever pin trade. I've been in here in Williamsport now for 2 days. My first pin trade, but I feel like I need to get... So here, I've got actually a pin for you. This is a 1990 Cypress Hill, California pin. So there you go, Darlene. Thank you so much. And then I will have Diet Pepsi and the largest popcorn you got.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. She's going to whip that up, and I'm going to be yummy, yummy in my tummy. This is Bob. He's a projectionist here. Bob's getting ready to change the movies out. Bob, can you tell me what some of this stuff is and what it does?
Okay, that's the table where we put the film on when we get it in. And we run it through this projector that shows it up on the screen. This lamp housing that, gives the light to the film. I'm going to have to shut down here in a minute. We're right at the end here.
All right, time for him to work. So we've shown you all around Williamsport and the surrounding area. So now you've got no excuse for not coming here and having an absolute great time. So that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Clubhouse Gas. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Until then, I got a movie to watch and popcorn to eat. See you tomorrow, guys. No, don't go there. No. There's a guy. There's a guy behind us. Don't look. Don't go there. There's a